Alright, so let's fix this camera. This video is probably not gonna get that many views or engagement, but the video still gotta get it made, right? Get made, right? I can't talk. If you're an introverted artist, I hope this video helps you. A couple of days ago, I made a poll and I was like, are you an introverted artist? And the results kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting majority of the people that voted to be introverted. Kind of makes sense because they say you attract what you are. And I would probably assume that most of my audience would tend to be introverts, which would be the reason why they want to record themselves, mix themselves, master their music, because they're kind of shy, timid, or afraid to share their music or their creation process with the world. But lucky for you, I done been through it. I'm currently still going through it and I'm learning how to deal with it. So maybe I can inspire you to take the next step. So let's get into it. I was you. I still am you, but I had to force myself to get uncomfortable. Let's just say, when I first got to Atlanta, I was listening to artists like Young Thug, Gunna. Like, it was just a crazy experience to go from listening to these people to being in a studio with these people, working with these people. You know what I'm saying? Talking to the engineers, Mike Will made it, like Ray Shrimmer, all these people that's playing on the radio, and you in the studio with them. That was an uncomfortable thing for me to get used to, because it's like, I don't like being around a lot of people, especially people I don't know. I don't like talking in front of people I don't know or can get a good read of. That's just me personally. I hate small conversation, but to make it in the music industry and network properly, you gotta be able to get good at small conversations. And being in Atlanta, being in the studio circuit made me uncomfortable, but to the point where I had to learn new skills if I wanted to be in these rooms and collab and connect with these people. But for the artist that's watching this video and you're introverted and you're recording your music, mixing your music, mastering your music by yourself, you're always going to have a biased opinion towards your music because you're secluded. There's nobody else in the process. Like, music is a collaborative thing, and a lot of people overlook that because a lot of artists just want to be able to do everything themselves, and that's gonna run you raggedy. You know what I'm saying? I had to force myself to stand on creative decisions and explain it when other people didn't like it, you know. And as an introverted person, that's harder than what it really sounds like, right? Especially when you're in a room with people that got platinum records, Grammys, and millions of dollars. All I'm saying is sometimes you're just gonna have to step out, network with people. You know what I'm saying? Learn new skills to be able to connect with other people. Whether it's fans, you probably got a follower that's been tagging you and posting your music and you never said nothing to the person. Reach out, talk to the person. You probably want to collab with an artist that you see in a Discord server, but you don't know how to connect with the person. Connect with the person. Try to develop some type of relationship, because chances are the artist that's in the same server with you, they're probably introverted too, because it's a difference. Like, most of the artists I know in real life that's connected, active, and networking with people, they don't know shit about no Discord. They don't be online like that because they get the connections in real life because they're like ambiverts or extroverts. But the people that tend to be introverted, they're online. Like, it's easy because you get to hide behind an identity, right? You can have a burner account. People will never really know it's you. You don't have to show your face, because a lot of people that comment on the videos on this channel, they don't show their face, right? They're hiding behind the cover art, right? They don't show themselves on video. They're scared to show their recording process or their mixing process, or just doing covers because they're scared. They're terrified because they're in this bubble. But if you want to grow, you have to leave the bubble. I'm not saying just do something drastically overnight, but it's like, take a step, right? Take one step, right? Then you look and be like, it's not that bad. Maybe I could take another step. Oh, okay, that went wrong. You don't run back, right? Take another step. It's training, like, it's step by step. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a process. But I just said all that to say, it's like, just start. Don't be afraid to start. You know what I'm saying? Because I still, every day, right now, I still have to try something new. I have to force myself to try something new, because I'm a picky eater. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I only eat pizza, tacos, chicken nuggets, and shit, man. I don't eat shit, bro. But it's like, I have to force myself to eat foods. Like, eating ravioli is on my list. Like, that's on my list. I got to do that this year, right? I got a couple more months left. Well, a lot more months, but that's on my list. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just have a list of things that you want to try before the year's over with, and try. Whether it's collabing with other artists, doing a photo shoot, shooting a music video, trying to get on a podcast, introducing yourself to like 5 new people on social media every day. Just something new. Just write out something new, and that's going to help you. Listen, it's talking about getting uncomfortable. This right here really made me get out of my comfort zone. A couple of years ago, had a conversation with Ray Daniels. When he bought the studio I was working at, had a conversation with him. Was in the room. He called everybody in the room and had this talk. And he was basically, he told me, he was like, there's only winners and losers in this game. Don't nobody care. You either win or you lose. And it's up to you. Nobody controls if you win or lose other than you. And basically said, if you're in this room, you have an opportunity to win because you're ahead of a lot of people, because a lot of people can't get into the room. You know what I'm saying? And that stuck with me. And just to prove a point, like, I actually know, like, looking right here, it says, this is in my context, it says, follow your friends. So everybody, you know, you got their number in him. So this is Ray Daniels. You know, he saved in my phone as Ray Daniels, CEO, A&R Radar, right? Click on that. This is him. You know, I know you probably seen it or whatever like that. He got the plaques. After hearing, like, there's winners and losers, and it's up to you to decide which one you gonna be, because nobody's gonna feel sorry for you. That made a lot of sense. Like, that stuck with me. And I was like, okay, regardless if my homeboy and them don't want to do music or take it seriously as me, if I sit around wait on them, and if I lose, that's not on them, that's really on me, because I don't really need them to make the music. Or I could network and find other people to build and grow it and make the music with, right? Because it's up to you to win or lose, because nobody else is gonna, like, drown in your misery or your regrets other than you, right? Because somebody else might have said, like, they want music to really be their career, but they didn't show it because they knew it deep down it was a hobby, while you deep down wanted it to be your career, but you treated it as a hobby and didn't really go all the way in and made excuse after excuse, and then you lose. It's up to you because you lost, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you lost. There's some things that are out of our control, right? Let's say the timing is off. There's a lot of things that are out of our control, but to win, it's different. Winning looks different, right? Let's say you had a dream to go to the NBA, right? Your dream was to play in the NBA, but you break your leg or you never get drafted or some shit, right? But you have the opportunity to become a shooting coach, a strength and conditioning coach, you know what I'm saying, assistant coach in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? You're still in the NBA. It might not be the way that you want it, but you're in the NBA. You're still winning while other people can't even get into that room. And I think a lot of artists be like, I want to be an artist, I want to be an artist, I want to be an artist. But they, in the back of their mind, they're like, I know I can't make it as being an artist. So, you know what? I'm going to learn how to mix too. So if I don't make it, I have this skill to fall back on. I learn how to master, so I have this skill to fall back on. I learn how to shoot videos, I have this skill to fall back on. But it's like, you're already prepping yourself to lose the game. You at least got to give yourself a chance to win. You know what I'm saying? At least try to play the game. Like, if you know you're not going to go to the NBA and get drafted in the top 10, right? You can still do your 4 years, play, get your degree, network, you know what I'm saying? Go do some workouts, meet the people that can get you in the room to still be in the NBA. You might not be able to be a player, but you would still get in the game, because if you try your best, do everything as an artist, learn the business as an artist, now you can be a manager, you might could be an exec, you might be a better songwriter than artist, you might be a better engineer than artist. Focus on your strengths, you know what I'm saying? Know what's going on, but that's going to force you to have some type of real conversation with yourself, because I used to think I wanted to be an engineer working in a studio, but as an introvert, I hate talking to new people and random people about dumb shit. So, hey, remove myself from the studio and I only record artists that I fuck with. And the crazy thing about it, starting a YouTube channel actually led to me getting into the music industry in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like doing YouTube content, yeah, anybody could do that. But the companies that I'm working with, that I'm partnering with, that I beta test plugins with, give advice to on certain plugins and this, you know what I'm saying? They make the shit that make the music industry run. You know what I'm saying? From Pro Tools to Antares to Waves, I'm in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the mix. That's just what we're looking at. So it's like I'm in the music industry, but I'm not in the music industry, but I'm in it because I do business within it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm carving out a new lane. People are carving out a new lane. Like podcasting, that's a new lane. Like Devon has one of the biggest audio engineering podcasts out, right? That's still part of the music industry because they're talking about music industry shit that's related to the industry. You know, so it's so many ways to be in the music industry. You don't have to be the artist, right? But if you really want to be the artist, you got to find a way to win as an artist, right? You might not be Drake, you might not be Kendrick, right? But you might be able to get sync placements on video games and TVs and like Netflixes and shit like that. You're still winning. You're making money as an artist. There's more ways to win than one. But often, a lot of people that's introverted, they don't want to accept or carve out what they deem to be winning because they always look at somebody else's version of winning and they apply that to themselves and be like, oh, this person had $10 million and this million streams at 23. So damn, I got to have this at 23. But it's like, you don't really got to do all that, right? At the end of the day, it's like you make music because you love it and you want to be happy. So the introvert in you should be like, hey, damn, maybe I don't want to do interviews. Maybe I don't want to do tours. Maybe I don't want to do all these shows. Maybe I could just record my music at home, get these sync placements, do these songwriting credits for other people, and just be at home and make my money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just really, really think about that, right? Because that's one of the conversations that I had that changed everything for me. Like shit clicked. I was like, oh shit, I don't really need to be here in the studio to win because I can win doing other shit. But if you don't take anything else away from this video, please understand this. People are going to judge you if you do or don't. If you do drop music, they're going to judge you. If you don't drop music, they're going to be like, he was talented. Why didn't he drop the music? You're stupid for not dropping the music. You're going to get judged regardless. And that's one of the biggest things which helped me kind of like ease out the introvertedness is because I was like, yo, I talk different from other people. Maybe people are going to make fun of the way I talk. You know what I'm saying? People make fun of the way I talk. I make songs differently from other people. What if people are going to say my songs are ass, or the way I make songs is ass, or I use too much autotune, or my settings are not correct? People do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what the fuck? Like, if people are going to talk regardless of what I do, I might as well do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because there will be more people out there at some point that will like you more than the people that hate you. And that's the thing that I need you, the introverted artist, to understand. Like, people don't really care, right? They're going to talk regardless. You can make the coldest song, the hardest song. Somebody's still going to say your mix is bad. You can have the best mix and master in the world. There's still going to be somebody in the comment section. You should have mixed this differently. This is this. It's like, bro, people are going to judge you. And, you know, doing YouTube content forced me to accept and learn and deal with the constructive criticism, the blatant hate. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I struggle with the most now is accepting love from people. Like, that shit is weird to me because I be like, oh, do you really, really mean that shit? Or are you just saying that shit just to say shit? You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. So, I don't know. Like, a lot of people just don't get it. And it's like, you got to get uncomfortable because it's up to you. Like, nobody else is gonna live with the regret of being a failed artist other than you. Or most people will cope and be like, you can never fail as an artist if you just get to be able to make music. But it's like, bro, most of the people that's watching these videos are trying to learn how to mix and dropping music and paying for the beats, paying for the cover arts. They're trying to turn this into a business, right? People are going to judge you if you have the ability to turn it into a business and you don't. You just got to be able to deal with the judgment, right? Because no matter what you do, people will judge you. You're not perfect. You'll never be perfect. Your mix will never be perfect. Your master will never be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because if your songwriting skills aren't perfect, it don't connect with other people, people are still gonna judge you. Like, that's just what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? People will be like, oh, Sky, you got this platform and you don't get that many views. Shit. I mean, hey, bro, I can't control the algorithm, bro. I make the content, put it out. People watch it, get pushed, it gets slowed. I don't know. I just make the content. I just got to show up. You know what I'm saying? So, but if I don't drop but if I don't drop videos, people will be like, bro, come on, brother, you should still drop videos. I mean, it shouldn't matter if you're getting 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 views on videos. You should just drop, because if you love it, you should just drop. But I'm like, bro, people are gonna judge you regardless. If I drop, if I don't drop, if I record the music, if I use autotune, don't use autotune, people are still gonna judge me. Record on the phone, record on the computer, iPad, they're still gonna judge me. Wear a hoodie, don't wear a hoodie, they're still gonna judge me. I can have Irko on the channel, mix a song for me, there's still gonna be people in the comment section saying the mix is bad. I could have G Herbo engineer mix the song, he has a Grammy, people will still say the songs are bad. I could have Drake on the song, people will still say what they want to say about the song. Alex Toomey, Mike Dean, anybody could mix the song, people are still gonna have something negative to say. You know what I'm saying? So, and being an introverted person, I had to learn. It's like, okay, people are gonna say shit. People are gonna do what they want to do. But most of the time, the hate comes from below, right? There's nobody that is, quote unquote, more successful than me in the space that talk shit. But it's always the people that have 2 songs out, no songs out, their music sounds like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, really sounds like shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, like, come on. It's like, they just made me get better as a person, as a creator overall. Because I'm like, bro, if people are going to talk, I might as well do what I want to do what I love to do at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But I know, like, this was a very, very long video, but it's a video that I had to make because I'm talking from the heart, man. It is what it is. Because I know a lot of people that watch this channel, they're introverted, because I'm introverted. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, it is what it is.